Hello everyone and welcome to another English lesson. In this unit we will be doing the English workshop of the poem Tansen. The first question, pick out archaic words from the poem and give their modern equivalents. Now archaic words meaning the words from Old English language, the language which was used in the olden days. So some of the archaic words from the poem are thy meaning your, thine meaning yours, twere meaning it were, o'er meaning over, and thee meaning you. Okay, and you can also have yourself meaning thyself meaning yourself. There are some other Old English words also used in the poem like diadem meaning crown, disdains, maiden. Okay, so these are all archaic words. Who said the following to whom and when? Now, an utterance is the sentence which is said by someone. The first one, mighty thy teacher must be and divine, was said by Akbar to Tansen after hearing the wonderful Deepak Raga. Second one, he dwells within a cave of Himalaya. Tansen says this to Akbar when Akbar asked Tansen about meeting his teacher. As you desire, Huzur. Tansen says this to Akbar when Akbar told Tansen that he wanted to meet his teacher. O Holy Master, bless us with thy song. Both Akbar and Tansen say these words to the teacher when Akbar and Tansen met him in the mountains. Ah no, to thee I sing, he sings to God. Tansen exclaims to Akbar when Akbar asks him to sing the same musical composition sung by the Ustad. Rearrange the following in their proper order as these lines come in the poem. Then write the serial number against each line. That means if you feel that a certain line comes first, then you will write first and then go in the order of serial numbers. Okay, so in the poem, the first uh, thing that happens is one day the singer sang Deepak Rag in the court. Next one will be she sang Rag Malhar, which had a cooling effect. Then Akbar expresses his wish to meet the teacher. So this is how you will have each one of these events taking place in proper order in your poem. The fourth is Akbar followed Tansen dressed miserably, followed by O divine teacher, please gift us the joy of your song. Then comes the Ustad sang the Malkus Raga enchantingly. After that, Akbar experiences heavenly delight. Then he wants to praise Ustad, but Ustad was nowhere to be seen. Then Akbar asks Tansen to sing a song which is same as what the Ustad sang so that he could experience joy. And finally, Tansen sings to please the earthly king, but Ustad devotes his songs to God. Write the reason in your own words. Akbar strongly desired to hear Ustad sing. Akbar was enchanted by Tansen's singing. He thought that Tansen's teacher would sing much better, so he desired to hear the Ustad sing. Akbar had to dress like a slave. The Ustad had gone far away from the world and its unworthy people. He shunned riches, so Akbar had to dress like a slave to appear like a poor man. After the song, Ustad had vanished. The Ustad sang the songs and vanished as he didn't want to sing anymore, and mainly he didn't want to be praised by anybody. Ustad's songs were more elating than Tansen's songs. More elating means gave more happiness than Tansen's songs. The Ustad's songs were divine, that means holy, and more elating than Tansen's, as Tansen sang for Akbar, whereas the Ustad sang for God. What message does the poet wish to convey through this narrative poem, Tansen? The poet Hazrat Inayat Khan, through his narrative poem Tansen, wishes to convey a message that one can reach very high in life, very great heights, if one devotes or gives up, his or her talents to God. These talents were given by God to us. But if we, offer these talents up to God, we can reach very great heights. Now, so just this quote which says exactly the same thing. Just imagine what a wonderful blessing it would be if we rethought our concept of work and allowed it to be a part of our prayer lives. So they say work is worship. So instead of thinking of it as work, if we think of it as worshipping God, doing our best in our workplace too, that is another type of worship to God. And narrative poetry is a form of poetry that tells a story. And Tansen tells a small story, hence it is a narrative poem. Next question. Summarize this poem in your own words in 8 to 10 lines, highlighting only the main points. So, the poem Tansen is written by famous Sufi poet Hazrat Inayat Khan. Tansen, a famous musician in Akbar's court, one day sings the Deepak Rag. Akbar was overjoyed and wanted to meet Tansen's teacher. Now, Tansen told Akbar that his teacher lived in the Himalayas, had renounced all worldly life and refused to meet rich people and kings. So Akbar dresses poorly and went to meet the teacher. The teacher or Ustad hesitantly or reluctantly agreed to sing. But when he started the enchanting Malkus Raga, it seemed that everything in nature stopped to listen to his celestial, melodious voice. Later, Akbar asked Tansen if he could sing the same song like his master. To this, Tansen replied that he couldn't. The reason being that Tansen sang for his king and the courtiers, whereas his master or the Ustad sang only for God. This is a question from the warming up exercises before the poem. There are many legends about the 9 gems in Akbar's court. These are popular tales and they may not have a historical basis. Can you name some of the 9 gems and the stories associated with them? Now, 9 courtiers were known as Akbar's Navratnas or 9 jewels. They were Abul Fazl, Raja Todarmal, Abdul Rahim Khan-e Khana, Raja Birbal or Mahesh Das, Faizi, Fakir Azauddin, Tansen, Raja Man Singh I and Mullah Do Piazza. So Akbar had his 9 famous courtiers, people who he loved to be with, and they were called his Navratnas.